Good evening, and welcome to the Bayside High School Instrumental Music Program's 2020 Virtual Banquet. We had of course hoped to have this event in person, but because of the evolving circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, we decided it would be safer to honor our school year through this virtual event. We are going to have superlatives that were voted on by the students, followed by some serious awards that will honor students from all of our classes, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, and of course ending with our major senior awards. And then finally we will end tonight with a slideshow from some of the best moments of the year. We did want to make sure that we celebrated this past school year because even though it didn't end the way we had hoped, there were still a lot of really wonderful things that happened in each of our ensembles, whether it was jazz band, Sinfonietta Orchestra, Philharmonia, and concert band, symphonic band, wind ensemble, all had great years, and we want to make sure that we honor that before we move on to the next school year. We have opened up the live chat so that you all can support each other and hype each other up throughout this event to build a little bit more community. However, this is a pre-recorded video, so it's not like Twitch stream. Don't expect me to be able to respond in real time to anything that you're saying. I do hope that you all enjoy. So without further ado, let's move on to our superlative award. Our first superlative is the Best Dressed Award. The Best Dressed Award is going to go to Mr. Malik Henry. So I'm going to add in some applause sound effects. So we were all clapping for Malik. Yay, go Malik! With that style. And honestly, I didn't pay enough attention to know why he won that award. But listen, you all voted for it. So congratulations, Malik. Our next superlative is the Punniest Award, and I don't think there's going to be any argument that this gentleman definitely deserves this award with his general conduct and his sense of humor. So this year our Punniest Award goes to Mr. Tristan Zuzek. Our next superlative award is the Most Likely to Be Caught Actually Practicing Award. I wish this award had been more competitive. It would be nice to have a lot more people who could have won this award. But of course, the person who won this award absolutely deserves it. All of you have heard him practicing, sometimes keeping me in the rehearsal room longer than I would like, but they're a very hard worker. So I'm proud to present the Most Likely to Be Caught Actually Practicing Award to Mr. Jonathan Helmberger. The next superlative is the King of Sass Award. Again, without a doubt, this person deserves this award. He worked very hard for it. Our King of Sass for 2020 is Mr. Dylan Strickland Biles. The Queen of Sass Award, again, somebody who has earned it, and this person earns it all the time throughout rehearsal and non-rehearsal and in the halls, and just a very fun person to be around. But our Queen of Sass is Miss Bianca Fernandez. The next superlative award is the Most Likely to Trigger Mr. Elias by Talking About Their Birthday award. As most of the students know, I have a particular hatred towards birthdays, and I have a long list of reasons why. I'm not going to go into it, but the student who won this award absolutely 100% is the kind of person who would want to talk about their birthday. And anyway, the Most Likely to Trigger Me by Talking About Their Birthday award goes to Miss Tori Bowman. The next award is the Quietest Award. I've had this student for 2 years, and I think I can count on one hand the number of times I've heard her speak. I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise, but the Quietest Award goes to Miss Vivian Birch. The Best Ooh-Woo Award. Last year this was a little more contentious, but one of the people who fought hard for this award last year graduated, so now the reigning champ of the Best Ooh-Woo Award is Miss Mia Estevez. Our Cutest Couple Award goes to Mr. Jackson Jost and Miss Leanne Simmons. For a second, I did think about putting a different person's name second, just to, see what happened, but I'm not going to do that. And of course, our Cutest Couple That Never Was award. I'm not really sure how this happened, but that award this year is going to Mr. John Paul Garzone and Miss Kayla Hester. Next is our Best Makeup Award. This is a person who absolutely experiments a lot with makeup, and and so it's no surprise that he won. Our Best Makeup Award goes to Mr. Ron Lewis. Our Biggest Overachiever Award is next, and I hope that the person who wins this doesn't take this as an insult, because being an overachiever I think is great. Wish we had more overachievers in the world. Our Biggest Overachiever Award goes to Miss Tony Schwartz. Next up is our Best Siblings Award. If I recall correctly, this might be a repeat win. I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat. Our Best Siblings Award goes to Mr. and Mr. Luke and Gabe Payne. The next award is the second part MVP award. I really like this award because this honors people who maybe aren't always thought of first, because they don't generally play the first part in their sections. They play second part or sometimes even third part. But of course the second and third parts are so important musically. So I'm really glad that we have this award to recognize these people. We had a tie for this award this year. So the second part MVP award is going to both Mr. Braden Allen and Mr. Thomas Neary. The Game Night MVP award is next. Definitely miss game nights, and I'm looking forward to when we can start doing them again. I didn't expect this award to be as much of a landslide as it was, but the Game Night MVP award went to me. Don't know why. I got beat again. But just so you know, I've been practicing, and I'm not a Pichu main anymore. He got nerfed. Pichu sucks now. So now I play Yoshi. The next award is the Most Likely to Forget Their Own Name award. This is tough. This is oof. The Most Likely to Forget Their Own Name award is being presented to Miss Lainey Cremona. Next is the Best Pet award. There was a lot of campaigning for this award in the band app, but only one pet reigns supreme. So this year, the Best Pet award goes to Fife the dog. I think again. Yeah, again. I kind of wish I had campaigned for my dragon costume. That was a pretty cool pet. Oh well. The next award is the People's Choice Award. The people decided that this award was going to be given for the best TikToker. So I hope this person gets all their TikToks out now before TikTok is banned. The best TikToker award goes to Miss Kayla Hester. Next up is our Best Band Parent Award. As every year, we have lots of great band parents who were in the running for this award and who deserve this award. But we do have to honor only one. So our Best Band Parent Award goes to Miss Susie Stork. Next up is the Best Romance Award. The Best Romance Award is going to Mr. Jackson Jost and Mr. Luke Payne. Next is the Best Friendship Award. I wish there was a female word for bromance, because we would use that on the award, but sistermance or cismance doesn't have the same ring to it. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. But for now, we're calling it the Best Friendship Award. And that Best Friendship Award is going to Miss Lauren Gillis and Miss Jackie Isnardi. The next award is the Best Catchphrase Award. And this, this award, I've always thought of as an award that should go to a student who has a great catchphrase. But this year is going to a catchphrase that was made popular by a clinician we had in jazz band. So the best catchphrase of the year is going to Bam Bam! Next up is the best piece we played this year. There was a clear winner, but there was also an honorable mention, so I wanted to make sure that we mentioned the honorable mention, the second place. The honorable mention best piece we played this year was Symphonic Band's favorite jam, Barbarossa, which I didn't expect was going to grow on me, but yeah, that got pretty lit by the end. And the overall winner of the best piece we played this year is Edward Elgar's Nimrod, aka Nimi. Next up is our Best Stands Tune Award. This award is going to a song that absolutely deserves it because we played it so much, and it always got the crowd hype, and it always got the kids hype, and it was the best one. So our Best Stands Tunes Award goes to A Pirate's Legend. At least I wish it did. No, it goes to 25 or 6 to 4 again. Yeah. And now we are moving to our more serious awards. The first of the more serious awards is our Heart of the Band Award. And this goes to a young lady who was absolutely instrumental in keeping the motivation and the spirits up of our band students throughout the year. This is somebody that I think anybody felt they could go to for help, and was always looking out for the best interests of everybody around them. So I'm very, very happy and proud to present the Heart of the Band Award this year to Miss Mia Esteves. The next award is the Heart of the Orchestra Award. This young lady is, again, somebody who just did a phenomenal job of reaching out across the orchestra program, both classes, and they actually weren't on our orchestra leadership team last year, but they still made an effort to get to know people from both classes. Of course, they were in both classes, which now you're going to know who it was. But they're somebody who is always willing to help and did a lot to help our upper strings throughout the year. So our Heart of the Orchestra recipient for this year is Miss Gwen Cobb. Next is our Casey Goldsmith Spirit Award. And this gentleman is, again, very, very deserving of this award. Somebody who was always trying to do their best to make the band better and hype up the people around them. And you can tell this person really, really loved and loves being a member of our program. Incidentally, this person also won the award Most Hype Participant during Band PT. But of course, that's kind of redundant because this person's spirit was just, endless and they were always into it. So our Casey Goldsmith Spirit Award this year goes to Mr. Joshua Kerr. Now we're moving on to our Most Improved Awards. First up is our Most Improved Band Freshman. This gentleman is somebody who is a very hard worker and, even only being a ninth grader, I would say during marching season was absolutely one of the most focused people, one of the best marchers on the field, and also set a lot of standards for leadership in symphonic band as well. So this is a gentleman who I think is absolutely deserving of this award. Our most improved band 9th grader is Mr. Jeremy Hart. Next up is our most improved band 10th grader. This is a person who worked very hard to get better at their instrument this past year, and was absolutely a leader in the symphonic band. She is somebody who was very, very involved and set a good example in symphonic band, not just for her section, but for everybody around her. We also needed somebody at the last second to fill percussion parts for wind ensemble, and this person is not a percussionist, but she filled the role well. And so I'm very proud to present our most improved 10th grader award to Miss Emma Barber. Next up is our most improved 11th grader in band. This is a person who has done an incredible amount of work to get better at their instrument and marching and teaching and everything over the course of the past year. And this is somebody who anything that we have put in front of her, any challenge that we put in front of her, she has risen to the occasion and done very well with. So I'm very, very proud to present our most improved 11th grader award in band to Miss Kaylee Cummings. Finally, we have our most improved senior in band, our most improved 12th grader. This is somebody who came to us this year and was just from the very beginning very, very eager and willing to do whatever was needed for the good of the band. And you're going to know who it is after I say this, but he came to us knowing a little bit of piano, but not any of the instruments in band. He didn't know any woodwinds or brass or percussion. And he said to me he wanted to be a marching band. And I said, okay, well, what do you want to play? And he told me straight up, this person said, what do you need the most of? He didn't come in with any expectations or any demands or anything like that. He wanted to play whatever we needed the most for our band program. And of course, so I said, well, we need more tubas, play tuba. And this gentleman started on tuba for the first time this year and worked really hard and got pretty good by the end of the school year. So I'm very, very, very proud to present our most improved senior award to Mr. Joseph Adeli. Next up is our most improved orchestra 9th grader. This is somebody who is very shy, but a very hard worker. And she came to us very eager to improve her playing. And so we decided, Dr. Sullivan and I decided to put her in the Philharmonia Orchestra as a 9th grader. She's the only one in there. Viola player who worked very, very, very hard, and by the end of the year could play anything that we put in front of her. So I'm very proud to present the Most Improved Orchestra 9th Grader Award to Miss Patricia Zeigenfelder. Next up is our Most Improved Orchestra 10th Grader. This is a student who Dr. Silman and I thought about putting in Philharmonia this year, but they decided at the end of last year, they decided they didn't really have the drive. They didn't really want to audition for Philharmonia yet. And I was a little bit disappointed by that, but that person this past year, as a member of the Sinfonietta Orchestra, worked really hard to improve their instrument as well. And I think there was a little bit of a light bulb that went off. And now this person is very passionate about being a leader and has improved a lot on their instrument this year in orchestra. So it gives me great pride to give our Most Improved Orchestra 10th Grader Award to Mr. Eric Duggins. Next up is our Most Improved Orchestra 11th Grader Award. This young lady is somebody who, going into this school year, when we reconfigured the orchestras and we, changed into having Sinfonietta and Philharmonia, this is somebody that I approached and I said, hey, we have a need for more bass players in our group. We have 1 million violins and we need more bass players. And this person was somebody who hadn't played bass before, and she just said, okay, and started learning it. And through the school year, she's gotten incredibly self-sufficient and learned the bass very, very well. So I think it is without question that our most improved orchestra 11th grader should be presented to Miss Kaylee Cunningham. And finally, the last of our most improved awards. This is our most improved orchestra senior award. This gentleman is a very quiet person, not somebody who, boasts about their playing ability or anything like that, but has done a wonderful job improving their musicianship over the past, 4 years, the past 2 years that I've known him. And without a doubt, he is somebody who is integral in Philharmonia, and we're really going to miss having him. So I'm pleased to present our Most Improved Orchestra Senior Award to Mr. Noah Thomas. Now we're moving into our Most Outstanding Awards, and we have these for both band and orchestra, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. So first up is our Most Outstanding Band 9th grader. This is a young lady who practices a lot, who spends a lot of her time getting better at her instrument, always sets an example in rehearsal, always sets an example on the field. She is somebody who works hard and absolutely should be presented with this award. Now, there were a lot of candidates for this award this year. We had a lot of outstanding 9th graders, but in my opinion, this person, through the number of times that she put herself out there and the number of different things that she tried to do this year, she really strove to be the best she could. And so I am absolutely certain that our Most Outstanding 9th Grader Award this year is deservedly presented to Miss Elizabeth Cummings. Next up is our Most Outstanding Band Sophomore 10th grader. This is a gentleman who, again, is an extremely talented musician who puts a lot of work into multiple instruments, and this year had some issues that prevented him from performing with us all the time and rehearsing with us all the time, but that did not keep him from being able to show up when we really needed it. And so, without a doubt, our Most Outstanding Band 10th grader this year, I'm proud to present to Mr. John Paul Garzone. Our Most Outstanding Band 11th grader is somebody who is always willing to lend a helping hand in any way that is needed. This is a person who is a wonderful musician and a hard worker, and of course, whenever you see him play, you know that he really knows what he's doing, cares about what he's doing, and wants to do a great job. But he's also just a great person, and we are very, very fortunate to have this person in our band program. So I'm proud to present our Most Outstanding Band 11th Grader Award to Mr. Solaris Blomberg. Next up is our Most Outstanding Orchestra 9th Grader Award. This is being presented to a young lady who is very eager to improve at her instrument, who always rehearses to the best of her ability, and always, you can tell that she puts her ensemble first, and she does the best she can to play to the best of her ability. Always very attentive, always a great role model. So I'm very proud to present our Most Outstanding Orchestra 9th Grader Award to Miss Micaiah Brassard. Next is our Most Outstanding Orchestra 10th Grader. This is somebody who is extremely dedicated to their instrument, far beyond almost anybody else in our program, orchestra or band included. She's somebody who is always trying to get better, who never settles, and you can tell that in the way that she carries herself, in the way that she plays, in the way that she rehearses. So our Most Outstanding Orchestra Sophomore Award this year is being presented to Miss Hannah Chester. Finally, our Most Outstanding Orchestra 11th Grader Award. This award is going to a young lady who, again, sets the example and works very hard at her instrument. There were quite a few candidates for this award this year, but this one person in particular, you could tell, was always willing to do what was best for the orchestra and was always a great role model as a person and as a player. So I'm proud to present our Most Outstanding Orchestra 11th Grader Award to Miss Gwen Cobb. Next, I wanted to recognize our section of the year. First, our section of the year in orchestra. This section, I think, deserves this award, if for no other reason than the fact that it was a very, very strong section in both the Sinfonietta and the Philharmonia orchestras. From top to bottom, this section was full of people who worked very hard and learned their music and did a very, very good job. In both Philharmonia and in Sinfonietta, this probably was the section that I had to work with the least because they figured out their music very quickly and they played very strong. So I'm very proud to say and announce that the 2020 section of the year in our orchestra goes to the viola section. The next section I want to recognize is our section of the year in band. This is another section where it didn't really matter what class we were in. This was probably one of the stronger sections in the ensemble, if not the strongest, in all three, concert, symphonic, and wind, and also in marching band. I mean, this was a section that was just top to bottom full of people who set the example, who worked very hard, and you could tell that this section was just a little bit, a cut above the rest of the sections. There were a couple other sections who had a lot of strong members as well, but I think this section is the one who had the highest percentage of people who really worked hard and knew what they were doing, both in marching season and in concert season. So I'm very happy to announce that our 2020 section of the year in the band is the mellophone section / French horn section. Finally, we are moving on to our final awards. These are the awards that are always given to seniors in our programs. And so we have 2 awards for jazz, we have 1 award for orchestra, and 3 for band. So without further ado, we're going to move on to our jazz awards first. The first award I'm going to present is the Woody Herman Jazz Award, which is given to an outstanding jazz senior. This is an award that is being given to a gentleman who is extremely passionate about jazz, and is somebody who loves to perform, but also puts a lot of effort and a lot of energy into learning about the theory behind jazz, into the equipment that they use, great musicians on their instrument, and not just in jazz, but in many different genres and styles. This is somebody who you can tell, anytime you speak to him, anytime you see him play, he's extremely passionate about jazz and extremely passionate about music in general. So without a doubt, this person deserves recognition, and they don't always get recognition, so I'm really, really happy to be able to present this award to them today. Our Woody Herman Jazz Award for 2020 is being presented to Mr. David Owen. Next up is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. This award is presented to our top jazz senior throughout the year, and I have, spoken about this person before, and I think that pretty much everyone probably knows who this award is going to before I even say anything. But I do, want to recognize this person because this is another person who jazz just runs, I think, through his blood. He is so passionate, and you can tell the way he plays, you can tell the way he improvs, the way that he, carries himself in jazz band. And he's not somebody who is egotistical or boastful at all. I mean, he's always very humble, very kind, and willing to take a solo whenever we need him to, but he's not, always trying to push himself to always get all the solos. He understands what it means to be a member of the ensemble as well. This is somebody who played bari sax for us last year and switched to lead tenor for this year. And I think that was a really great choice and really great move for him, because I think he accomplished a lot as a tenor player this year. We're really, really sad to see this person go, but we do want to recognize one last time the outstanding person and musician. Our Louis Armstrong Jazz Award for 2020 is being presented to Mr. Ethan Berger. Next up is our Most Outstanding Orchestra Student Award. This is presented every year to the senior who has been the biggest role model, made the biggest impact on our orchestra program throughout their time at Bayside. This young lady is somebody who is an incredibly hard worker, and in a year where we have a lot of seniors in orchestra that are graduating, this is somebody who definitely stands out for the amount of time they put in and the amount of care they have towards their ensembles and towards the orchestra program. This young lady served as one of our section leaders this past year in orchestra, and was present for sectionals in the morning during power hour. She was always willing to help whoever needed help, and did a lot of work to learn her parts and learn fingerings, bowings, and be ready to present those to the people around her. Outstanding teacher, outstanding worker, and she was somebody who and of course you probably know who I'm talking about at this point, but she played first violin most of the school year, and then when we moved to the MPA season, that concert cycle, Dr. Sullivan and I made the decision we wanted to rotate out our section leaders in our violin section in Philharmonia, as well as, of course, we always rotate out the section players, but we wanted to rotate the section leaders for that concert. And I know that she was disappointed to be playing second violin for MPA, but she still rose to the occasion and did a wonderful job with teaching those parts and leading that section to a straight superior performance at MPA this past year. So I'm very, very proud to know this person, and I'm very sad to see them leave. Our most outstanding orchestra student for 2020 is Miss Allison Bradish. Finally, we're going to move into our band awards. The first award presented is the Director's Award for Band, and this goes to a senior who has been just an integral part of our program over the past 4 years. She is somebody who works very, very hard to improve at her instrument. You can tell that she is a very diligent worker, but she's also a leader and a role model throughout our program. Now, this is somebody who wasn't on our official leadership positions. She wasn't given a specific title, but she did show through her actions her dedication to getting better and her dedication to helping the younger members of her section. This is somebody who we are going to miss greatly, both for her playing ability and for her heart, because again, she just did so much to keep her section warm and happy, and she's going to be missed a lot. So I'm very happy to present this award, even though I'm sad to lose this person. Our Director's Award for Band recipient for 2020 is Miss Kira Campbell. Next is the Patrick S. Gilmore Award. This award is also given to an outstanding band senior. And this award is given for playing ability and for character and for serving as a role model. This is somebody who is absolutely integral to the function of our program this year, because this person, again, like many of the others I've spoken about, is very, very dedicated, is always willing to do what they need to do to help the band improve. This is a person with no ego, very, very humble, but is always very thoughtful, is always trying to do the right thing, and he improved his instrument and his leadership skills so much over the past 2 years that I've known him. So this is somebody who I think deserves all the recognition in the world for just having a good heart and for doing the right thing. So I'm proud to present the Patrick S. Gilmore Award for for 2020 to Mr. Joshua Kerr. Our final award is the John Philip Souza Award. This award is given to our top band senior from the past school year. And again, this is an award given for character, for leadership, for musicianship. Just the absolute gold standard of what we want our band students to be. This gentleman is somebody who you can just tell whenever you talk to him, whenever you speak to him, whenever you interact with him, how passionate he is about band and music. This is somebody who, practices a ton, who's been on leadership, who has been a role model, and who has set the example in many, many ways. This is somebody who can recognize when they've made a mistake, and he's always trying to get better. And I've been very proud to see his progress over the past 2 years working with him. He always puts himself out there for new opportunities. He is always, trying to move forward and trying to get better, like I said. And he has taken on a lot of responsibility within our program that isn't just average student responsibility. This is somebody who I've trusted to run classes before. This is somebody who, of course, represented us at honor bands this past year, all county, tri-state, even auditioning for drum corps. And this is somebody who I know wants to be a band director one day, and the experiences that he's had at Bayside, I think, are going to do a good job in preparing him for that career, should he choose to go through with it. I'm very, very excited to see the future for this person. So, without further ado, I'm proud to present our 2020 John Philip Souza Award to Mr. Casey Bradish. And that concludes the awards portion of our virtual banquet. We are going to move into the slideshow next, which will end the stream. And you're going to see pictures from throughout the year that, again, show off a lot of the awesome things that our program did this year, 2019, 2020. And I just wanted to say, last thing I wanted to say before we close out is that I'm really proud of all of our students throughout the instrumental music program, because there were just so many wonderful things that we accomplished this year. And even though it was cut short, there were still, again, amazing things, whether it was the Dragons halftime show, whether it was our performance of Snowflake or Molly on the Shore with Philharmonia Orchestra, Wind Ensemble putting together that awesome performance of variations on a Korean folk song, especially the ninth graders who had to rise to the occasion to play that piece. The awesome performance that we as a marching band had at the holiday parade in Barefoot Bay. Just all the wonderful things that our orchestras and bands did. Sinfonietta in their first year of existence, doing so well. They got that excellent rating and almost got a superior rating overall. Just so many wonderful things we can brag about from this past school year. And even though the road ahead is pretty uncertain, I have a lot of faith that we are going to get through the upcoming school year's trials and tribulations, and we're still going to have a wonderful instrumental music program family, band and orchestra, working together to enrich our students' lives, enrich our community, and make Bayside High School proud. So again, I'm very, very proud and happy to be the director of bands and orchestras at Bayside High School, and I really look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon. Thank you.